Okay, so remember I told you how Cerebral does not know what she's talking about when it comes to New York City? All right. This is a store not too far from me, right? It's an African store. And you can see it is not open. And when it was open, it was a shell of a literal store, right? And when she's saying they're taking over New York City, she's completely wrong. This is normally what these stores look like. They're small ass storefronts with very little materials and supplies inside. You have to most times go in and order a lot of things, and it takes weeks for it to come. And half of the time, they don't have a real directory, so you come in and you speak like word of mouth, and then you get whatever it is you order weeks or even a month later. And it comes to New York in America in a drum from whatever country it comes from. So I live in a very culturally diverse area. I live in Queens. It is like the mini world of the world. So sorry for all that. But when I'm telling you that many of these YouTubers, especially her, does a lot of this talking about what she thinks she knows about New York and etc., she does not. And it would do a lot of you guys good to literally stop taking these people's words for granted just because they say it because they've been on YouTube forever. Okay, so black women, I had to do that to show you because I know that it's very difficult to penetrate mentalities where black women have been so abused for so long and being treated like they don't deserve anything, to the point where anytime you get a black woman on YouTube that you think is in your corner and there to lift you up despite their biases, their prejudices, and their misinformation that they constantly spew on their channel because they've been here for a while or they got a long following, it's hard for you to get out of that mentality of thinking that because I say something contrary to them that is actually true, I'm a contrarian, or the small-minded thinkingness that you guys constantly do, which is about thinking everyone is wanting to compete or be jealous or angry, or what is all the silly shit y'all always saying? Angry, jealous, hating. I mean, it's juvenile. And it gets to the point where it's like, when are black women going to get past that plateau of not being able to get out of their own way? We're living in a very hard time right now where many people do not have a good job or money to pay their bills. So I get it. You want to believe in all these women that tell you that there's a rainbow out there for you where, you're going to be able to find that man of your dreams to take care of you forever, give you everything you want, and all you got to do is wake up, smile, give a little fellatio, a little sex, and you're fine. That world does not exist for any woman, believe it or not. Men are difficult. Lives are difficult when you add class, education, vulnerability, prejudices, indoctrinated systems of depression that keep you downtrodden and out of being enfranchised. That's real shit. But when you don't want to accept it and you want to be delusional, and that's really what it is, whether you want to hear it or not, it keeps you stagnant. And I've been talking to y'all about being stagnant for a long time. You got to understand that there are pros and cons with everything and everyone in this life. So in order for you to get the best out of everything, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to sit down, make a list of realistic things, not fantasy-driven desires, right? But a list of everything you need in your life to make things go right for you, and then literally start working real hard day and night to obtain it. Because, I mean, everything is a problem when it comes to women, because the whole world is built off of suppressing and subjugating women. And if you don't understand that, you're already at a loss before you even start trying. So the whole thing here I'm trying to tell you is, you take what people say that are selling you these wild dreams and delusions of grandeur, and you see them for what they really are. No matter who you want to believe in on this YouTube platform, you got to understand that no one is going to do anything for you for free. That's number one. So all that stuff with people arguing about Shira versus whistleblower, if you think that there are going to be men out here lined up to take care of you just because you want to believe in the whole marriage thing and being a wife and having children and dealing with a man that's going to beat your ass, cheat on you, do things to your children, and you think your life is going to be fine, you're in for a surprise, darling, because life doesn't work like that. The majority of these men not only suffer from their entitlement by patriarchy, but they also suffer from a deep-seated hatred towards all women, not just black women. But I might even dare say especially black women, because they don't like you. And they show you that every day, all day, by the way they kill you and take you out of this world by black femicide every 4 to 5 hours. So may I suggest, if you need to be put up on game so much by this Shira person who is clearly miserable herself and has explained it on early videos, you do that. But you don't really need game. What you need is self-esteem, learn self-preservation, and self-determination. And once you have your own, you'll see how easy it is to get a man that's decent to you, who will want to please you, not take care of you, but do things to help you. Because nobody's just going to lay out the red carpet for you ever in this world. You always need your own. And remember what I've always told you, men are supplemental to what you have. They're not trying to give you the world. They really aren't. If men woke up tomorrow and they could abuse and use every woman they came in contact with, they would be the happiest people in the world. And there would not be many of them that would actually stand up and say, this ain't right. I'm not going to partake in this. So with that, I hope it gave you some clarity. But because I understand where y'all are coming from, it probably won't. You just chalk me up to being another hater and not somebody that's actually trying to give you sound advice. Later.